Hi, travel lovers, vagabonds, and wayfarers. We're so glad you're here with us. Dad and Mike would love for travel, and guess what? We love to travel.
And we love to share those travel memories with you.
That's right. We went through 30 states and drove over 9,000 miles last year.
9,567 miles to be exact.
And we launched this YouTube channel. So that's a lot to go over. We're going to take a recap to last year and share it with you, our personal favorites,
Some of the hardest lessons we learned along the way,
the travel apps that we particularly like.
and some aha moments.
Yep, stay there because at the end we're going to give you our top memorable highlight reel as well as maybe a sneak preview of what's to come in 2024.
Let's go. Here's the roadmap. We started our journey in Colorado and made our way through the Midwest, then headed northeast to Niagara Falls.
Popped over the Canadian border to Montreal and continued onto the coast of Maine.
From there, we traveled south along the East Coast to Florida.
Then across the southern states and back to our home base in Arizona. Okay, let's jump in with our favorites. And it has been a year, so I am going to be able to refer to my trusty little Adventurous Calling journal. It helps me keep track of what's the name of the RV parks, how many miles we went, our highlights for that locations.
So starting off,
Let's take a look at 2023.
What's your favorite?
I think it's both of our favorites. Niagara Falls, 4th of July, no less, was spectacular. We booked that pretty far in advance. So we stayed at Branches, or also it's called HTR. I think that's its new name. It's about 20 minutes outside of the park, and it's on Grand Island. It was perfect location, kind of got us away from the crowds, but not too far away for driving in. Almost every single day we drove into the Falls Park.
Yeah, just outside of Buffalo. And we took our electric bikes there.
That was really nice because we could cover a lot of ground with those, and well, we did a lot of miles, but we also rode all the way along Niagara Falls Gorge.
To the Whirlpool Falls. And going down to the Maid of the Mist, we got wet.
Prepare to be wet when you go to Niagara on any of their excursions. I really enjoyed going over the border at Rainbow Bridge, and we went up to the Skyline Tower and had a really nice special dinner in the revolving restaurant. Our reservation was at 8:30? We went a full evolution around, and we get back in time to be able to watch the fireworks over the falls from above. Okay, moving on. What's next in the trusty book?
The UP. I didn't even know what the UP was until we went there.
Someone on the road said, well, you're going through Michigan, you have to go to the UP. We would never have known that that was someplace we had to stop. So it was a great suggestion, and we spent a full week there just exploring. We stayed at Critters Campground.
Awesome place.
Yeah, brand new owners. They're doing an excellent job and are so accommodating. It's a really good home base for everything we did. Started off with Laura Neese and her dogs at the Dog Sled Summer Camp.
Went up to Tequanimon Falls. Then we took a jet boat ride over to Pictured Rocks.
That was fun. And then lastly, Crisp Lighthouse. Really should be taking that road with a four-wheel drive.
And then that takes us further down the Great Lakes area to
It's Mackinac Island, and actually going into the Grand Hotel, because Somewhere in Time is my favorite all-time romantic movie with Jane Seymour and Christopher Reeve. We stayed in St. Ignace across the lake, and it was a really nice location so that we could just jump on a ferry, head over to the island, take another little excursion underneath the Mighty Mac Bridge, ride our bikes all over Ignace. It was a perfect location to stay at.
Then we headed down to the coast to my favorite, Florida beaches.
Beaches, any
beaches,
beaches, but
yeah.
they do have some of the best beaches and waves.
Yeah.
I would suggest Coral Sands. You are right on the beach, and then you have access to the neighboring hotel, laundry room,
Pool,
bath. Yeah.
jacuzzi. Nice place.
It was really fun and really nice people. The best waves ever. And then where we went, Daytona Beach, that was fun. That's beautiful. Some of the other beaches, oh well, Anna Maria Island.
Anna Maria Island.
The squeaky white sands beaches of the coast. We did another all-time favorite. We kayaked with manatees.
They're just really, really big puppies.
Swimming all around us, and they were so curious. They just wanted to see what we were doing above the water. We can't forget, we hit our first 100 subscribers in Wisconsin Dells. And then we celebrated with our new friends, Jenny and Dick. They were so sweet, and we toasted to our first 100. And if you're not a subscriber, please, please, please help us out. Hit that subscribe button down below so that we can keep doing more of these videos.
And if you're already a subscriber, thank you very much.
Yes. So moving on to the hardest lessons learned. I think it was some of our challenges too, and I think we both felt challenged on keeping a regular exercise routine. So we really need to fine tune that. I was really regretting that we didn't bring some weights to keep the guns loaded. And I would say also a challenge that we're going to work on, and if you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them, is nutrition. We do a really good job. We get going, and I have a plan, and then it doesn't take long for that plan. So we did a fair share of boondocking in parking lots, and that's just not going to work for us. I didn't feel safe, so I couldn't get any sleep. Usually the boondocking was just a quick overnight to get to the next location, but sometimes those parking lots have a lot of noise. So dry camping, sure. In state parks, we can definitely do that, but parking lots, we're taking that off the table for 2024. Short term versus long term. I think everybody has to find what's their comfort level. Hard lessons learned, mechanical, that category. Luckily, it was only one, but it was kind of a biggie. I won't forget the name of that highway. Highway 10, we were kind of boxed in by two semis, and here comes some big piece of debris, comes flying at us, and we hit it. Mike was able to kind of position it so it went under the tires, but it hit something underneath, I mean, literally like that. and spit it out to the side. So the Jeep didn't take any damage, but the RV did.
Our drive shaft took the brunt of it. And then pulling over to see what kind of damage we did. Good note, when you're in the southern part of the country, look at the ground and make sure there's none of those really big fire ants. Okay, millions of them were swarmed over me, and my arm was.
Yeah.
And the big lesson was, shit happens.
So breathe. Next up, our favorite travel apps. My go-to is Gas Buddy. It's tied to our debit. It's not a credit card, and you get your discounts. Of course, you have to make sure that you're looking at gas stations that can fit an RV. RV sites and booking those parks. RV Life, #1 for me. I would sit there and look at all the pictures of that park, read all of the reviews so that I was prepared to say, do we really want to go there or not, before we even looked at the rates. KOA app to look for availability, but it's not always accurate. And especially if you're a KOA rewards member, if you're calling them, chances are they're going to find a spot for you, even if they are booked, because almost in every case, they found a spot for us.
It's a good thing to remember is that online, everybody's sold out. But when you call them, you can usually get in.
So those are our top RV apps. And then for entertainment.
My favorite is the Audible app, and listen to a book along the way and learn something.
And I like Spotify because I'm a podcast junkie, listening to my motivational speakers.
And then when we're done for the day and we just want to kick back, Prime TV, get a nice TV series or a movie.
And then also on Amazon Prime membership, we can get a quick delivery to almost any place we've been. I think this was only one place that they wouldn't deliver to. So
if you haven't tried it, check out the description below. Okay, the AHAs that we learned. #1, book some longer stays.
Yeah, no more short stays. It's just too much.
We can just stay 2 or 3 weeks at a location and then just take the Jeep everywhere with the e-bikes on the back, and we can hit about everything.
Right, so we're gonna stay longer stays. We learned posting a new show every single week is just a little bit too ambitious. So I think we're gonna look at every 2 weeks. You can see a new show from us. And then I'm going to make a commitment, an AHA, that we are gonna have our social media, Instagram, Facebook, current.
Pretty bad when we get a comment, oh, if you guys are in the UP, you should stop over at such and such. And we're down in West Virginia when we post it. So
real time. Finally, drum roll, 2024. Where are we going to go?
Texas for the beginning.
We did not get to see everything we wanted to see. And then
we have
Oklahoma, Arkansas, Tennessee, and Kentucky. Here we come. So let us know where we should go, what we should be doing in any of those states. Put them in the comments below. We love to hear from you, and usually you know more about that particular location than we do.
Stay tuned, subscribe, and ring that bell so you have notifications on our next upcoming shows.
Pack your bags. Let's get ready for 2024. Until next time.
Safe travels.